From wild stories about raccoons.
You ever notice that about a raccoon?
Yeah,
They
yeah,
have this on.
They do. Yeah,
They're all pretending they're not raccoons when they are.
I know.
It's like, oh, you're just a little bear that's in the trash? No, you're a raccoon.
To his girlfriend apparently giving him food poisoning.
Fat.
No.
Yeah.
Dude, I got food poison one time hooking up with a big girl.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Salmonella?
No, I think she just had so much food in her and it poisoned me somehow.
Theo Von never fails to confuse and entertain with his ridiculous moments.
My freaking eyes would dry out.
Ooh,
And
look at you grinding. You're thinking about it. Going,
oh, dude, yeah.
Ah.
I remember I had to lick my hands and then rub it into my eyes
Whoa,
so that I could even blink well. I was get dehydrated, boy.
that's deep. You go deep, huh?
Oh, dude.
But you're that dude. You go deep with whatever the you're doing.
I
Let's
like
go.
to get right on the I like to.
Theo doesn't even need a setup. He just starts talking, and suddenly you're in the middle of a story which makes absolutely no sense.
Do you think I'm Chinese?
I don't know if you are.
No. Be honest.
I don't
dude.
care if you are.
I don't. I know you. I know you don't. I know you don't. I know that you don't care that I am.
Okay. Yeah.
I know that you don't care, right?
I mean, I
But
do care, but it doesn't matter to me.
It doesn't matter to you.
Yeah. You're welcome around me.
I know you love me regardless.
Yeah.
Right. But it is information that you should f***ing memorize.
Okay, well, chill, bro.
This man said something about a raccoon stealing his homework, and nobody blinked. That's the kind of energy he brings. Pure chaos with a straight face, and we eat it up every time.
It seemed like he took a sip off the hose and just never stopped. You know what I'm talking about? He caught a dose of water that just...
It blew him away.
That's still going down his throat, bro.
You think he swallowed the teeth is what you're
I
saying?
don't know what happened to him. I bet he got them teeth in his pocket.
He has this way of saying the wildest things, like they're completely normal. Like, yeah, my aunt dated a guy who built bunk beds for cats. Sir, what?
I gotta let you know, what's a country you might visit, man, if you ever could visit somewhere?
I would say Germany.
Okay. Would you ever go back to your homeland, your family's homeland, you think?
Yeah, I'm here.
Sure, buddy.
Half the time, you don't know if he's joking or telling the truth. And honestly, at this point, I don't think he knows either. That's the magic of Theo.
Yeah, it's a dude. Hans Asperger. There it is.
Oh, it's Perger.
Asperger.
Damn.
Asperger.
I've been putting meat in it.
South Park.
I'd love to be Austrian, huh?
Austrian?
Yeah.
So let's find out where the name.
Hans Asperger.
Let me hit that thing
There
one more
it
time,
is.
Jeff.
The way he connects random life events is unmatched. 1 second, it's childhood trauma. Next, it's an attitude problem. How did we get here?
It'll cure Down syndrome, bro. I beat it.
How you beat it?
There was a lot of rumors in my town that I beat Down syndrome.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, that's inspiring, man.
Well, that's how I felt when I heard them, because I didn't start them.
He once described heartbreak as being like getting kicked by a ghost. That makes absolutely no sense. And yet, it kinda does. Only Theo can do that.
I remember the first day in our neighborhood, this dude, Milford, was fighting this senior citizen right in the street. Mr. Polito was his name. And he threw him into a fucking ditch fire. Yeah, and he threw him right in that bitch, dude. And then, bro, here's the craziest part. He fucking came out that bitch, dog.
On fire?
Listening to him feels like reading someone's weird dream journal out loud, but it's hilarious and slightly life-changing, so we stay tuned.
Yeah, people were fucking cheering.
Did he stop, drop, and roll, or just go right back
He
into
went
the scrap?
straight at him, dude. He was like 200% Italian. He went straight fucking at him, bro. I mean, and people were so excited. People were just fucking and drinking Dr. Pepper, fucking losing their shit.
Crazy.
And
He said something about a fight and kept going like that was normal. And the worst part? Nobody even questioned it.
I remember when I was young, if you got somebody a hamster or a gerbil, that's how you taught them about death, you know? It was usually like gerbil, and then grandparent was kind of like the...
God.
Theo doesn't tell stories. He just unlocks a random part of his brain and lets it speak. And every time, it's comedy gold.
order, you know, the order that things kind of expired in. in a child's life.
That's very terrible.
Well,
One moment he's being super deep about pain and healing. Next moment he's talking complete nonsense. Whiplash in the best way.
dude, we used to shoot up steroids on the side of the interstate when I was growing up.
Shoot on the side of the road? Why wouldn't you go home?
It was more of an outdoor thing, I felt like. You know? I didn't want to bring that shit in the house, really. I got a good upper medium dick, man.
Yeah,
I got that candy corn. My shit built like a candy corn. Pull up a candy corn, Zach.
Are we putting up the
He said his childhood best friend was part crow. Not like he acted like a crow, like he was literally part crow. And I didn't even doubt it.
My shit's shaped like the piece that lands back on Earth after the shuttle goes up. You know what I'm saying, bro?
Pulled into the driveway and an owl took off.
It's gross, I think.
Owls?
The meat.
Oh, you ate them, you saying?
Yeah,
I think that's legal. You probably shouldn't say that on the podcast.
Every Theo Von moment feels like it should be studied in a comedy lab. How does someone say so much nonsense with that much confidence?
There was 700 people in class, and he said, statistically speaking, 2 of you guys will be registered sex offenders. It was like one of the first things he
Jesus,
said.
where did you go to school?
Louisiana State.
Yeah, Louisiana. That's the only
And
one.
I remember that's when I stood up and yelled, "Not it." That's what I remember I yelled.
That's
which
hilarious.
crushed, bro.
I swear he just makes up jobs that don't exist and says he used to do them. Yeah, I was a part-time gator flipper. Bro, what?
I'll say it. I will say it. God, dude, the fucking French, man. People are rude in France, man. I said hello to a guy. He said no.
The way he casually made fun of the French for the way they are. Like, that was just a side note. Not even the main story.
Kaepernick is comparing the NFL to slavery.
Bro. Throws a Parks, that's what I call that dude.
Throws a park.
This made zero sense, but also it kind of helped.
Oh, well, this person has a PhD. I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
Like, they may be smart, but I don't care
Yeah,
about.
PhD's only 3, doesn't even spell anything.
Yeah, exactly. I don't care about, about the letters.
It's not even what he says. It's how he says it. Like he's discovering the story at the same time you are.
We had a dude try to fast himself out of being gay, I remember one time. He
How
tried,
many days?
I think he did almost 40 days or 20-something days. Isn't that crazy?
How much weight did he lose?
He lost it. Oh, he was ribs and dick by the end of it, you know? He goes, it broke my heart because the first dude I saw with a Diet Coke, I wanted to fucking blow him. And I was like, oh,
that's
man, what a letdown.
You're not even listening for the punchline anymore. You're just curious what strange turn the story's gonna take next.
And you know me, man, if I'm in a new area, I like to get acclimated with the animals, bro. I'll pick a snail up and walk 3 or 4 feet and set him down. You know, save him fucking 5 days of travel. You know, I'll pet a dog. I'll whistle at a falcon. That's who I am.
I tried to OD on a bottle of Theragram M.
What is that? Those vitamins?
Yeah, I tried to OD on vitamins. When I
And
was
what'd you
8.
get? Just better?
You can't tell if it's a joke or a confession, and honestly, I don't think he can either. His voice is calm, but the stories are pure chaos. It's like bedtime stories for adults who love nonsense.
Oh, wow.
That's the hardest I can just throw it at my fucking head.
Why, you collected them or something?
Yeah, no one collects ice rocks. You think I had an icicle collection at my home?
I do. You say you were the weird guy.
I'm drinking like Monster energy drinks sometimes, which are piss magnets. They're delicious, but they make you want to pee.
Make you want to beat your wife, too, dude. I've seen a lot of dudes drinking Monster that you know they're going home to punch.
Theo's brain is like a thrift store full of weird memories and one-liners. You never know what you're gonna get, but it's always worth the trip.
What about for you down there?
Do you want to see it?
Yeah. That's a huge thing.
It's a gift, I feel like, to the whole world. I'm sure a lot of people feel that way.
I thought it was gonna be just this little tiny.
Did you?
Yep, that's
I mean,
right.
You could have a sip.
Oh no, sorry.
What?
You just took it too far.
Every ridiculous thing he says sounds like it could be the title of a country song. Bit by a snake at vacation Bible school would absolutely chart.
Sometimes I would do so much cocaine, my freaking eyes would dry out.
Ooh,
and
look at you grinding. You're thinking about it.
Oh, dude, yeah. I remember I had to lick my hands and then rub it into my eyes.
Whoa.
So that I could even blink well. I was get dehydrated, boy.
That's deep. You go deep, huh?
Oh, dude.
But you're that dude. You go deep with whatever the f*** you're doing.
I
Let's
like
go.
to get right on the fucking. I like to be a peeping Tom if I can.
I swear he just starts talking and magic happens. No structure, No plan, just chaos that works.
I
Let's
like
go.
to get right on the fucking. I like to be a peeping Tom if I can. I'll watch your whole family eat dinner. I used to love that shit.
On
boy.
coke.
Huh?
You don't even care if the stories are true or not. At this point, you're just grateful someone like Theo Von exists.
Yeah.
Bees are dying from the heat.
Is it the heat?
Yep, they're evaporating, they ejaculate, and their whole body blows up.
Is that real?
Bring it up, Jamie. I'm gonna do something in here today.
Look at this.
Theo Von's mind is like a vending machine. You never know what you're gonna get, but in his case, it's always something hilarious.
Dude,
But you're that dude. You go deep with whatever the you're doing.
I
Let's
like
go.
to get right on the. I like to be a peeping Tom if I can. I'll watch your whole family eat dinner. I used to love that.
Honestly, half the time Theo talks, even he's surprised by what comes out of his mouth. But trust me, if you think this is unexpected, the next moment will make you question everything you thought you knew about logic.
Ben Simmons is like a Mick. He's a I think he's black and white, right? He played at LSU. He's a great basketball player.
What does it have to do with his sexuality?
But he's beige. You know what I'm saying? He's beige. Does it? You know what I'm saying? Does it end? Because we don't. There we go.
He's basically a meme generator disguised as a comedian. Think that's outrageous?
So next thing you know, we're puffing out, getting gassed out with Big Richard, baby. And he told me, bring your buddies over, bring your buddies. So now me and all my buddies are over there. And then he took us to a Marilyn Manson concert, bro.
Theo Von proves daily that reality is just a suggestion. Speaking of weird, the next one might actually break your brain.
And I've always wanted to ask you this. Do you feel Asian? Like, does it feel Asian when you wake up in the morning?
No. That's a funny thing. That's a good question, dude. That's ridiculous.
Is it really?
Yeah, because I wake up, I don't even think about it.
Really?
Yeah, this is what every time I wake up, what time is it? And then I go.
That's what I think.
Theo's logic is like unstable Wi-Fi. It drops out when you least expect it. If that made you laugh, brace yourself for what's coming next.
I got to let you know, what's a country you might visit, man, if you ever could visit somewhere?
I would say Germany.
Okay. Would you ever go back to your homeland, your family's homeland, you think?
Yeah, I'm here.
Sure, buddy.
Every Theo Von story feels like waking up mid-dream and trying to explain it. But if you thought that was bizarre, the next one is completely off the rails.
Michael Jackson.
Yeah, very much. Yeah. So me and her though went over to Big Richard's, bro. So next time he said, well, why don't you just come next time and watch a football? I said, okay, Big Richard, I'll come over.
If Nonsense had an official mascot, it'd have Theo's haircut. Believe it or not, things only get stranger from here.
I remember the first day in our neighborhood, this dude, Milford, was fighting this senior citizen right in the street. Mr. Polito was his name. And he threw him into a ditch fire. Yeah, and he threw him right in that bitch, dude. And then, bro, here's the craziest part. He came out that bitch, dog.
On fire?
Yeah, people were fucking cheering.
Theo Von makes being ridiculous look way too easy. Speaking of easy laughs, check out the insanity in this next moment.
Pigeons and got him to shit over the dent.
Oh, you just held the pigeon over there? You kept feeding it?
Squeezed it a little? We didn't feed them. They'll shit pretty soon after you hold them. And we turned it in, and when it had this kind of, just a shit finish, I guess, on it.
I'm convinced Theo's brain runs exclusively on expired batteries, constantly glitching in the most entertaining way possible. If you think that's a stretch, just wait.
We are high, so then it
You were
became
on a
like...
date, by the way. If you went to that and then afterwards had steak, you were on a date.
We didn't think of it, man. That's
Oh
how
my
pedophiles
God.
get you, man, because you don't think it's a thing. You don't think it's a date. You think it's just eating steak with a man.
Watching Theo Von speak is like seeing someone gracefully slip on ice. It shouldn't work, but somehow it does, and you just can't look away. And just when you thought it couldn't get any funnier, he hits you with something even wilder.
And I went into the financial aid office, and We had this cute little black woman that worked in there named Miss Linda. And I remember trying to get financial aid specifically for poor white kids. There was no programs, you know? Specifically for poor. She said, you got to be black, Latino, Native American, Pacific Islander, like surfers.
Theo doesn't just think outside the box. Honestly, he forgot where he put it in the first place. If you thought that was off the charts, just wait for what's coming next. It's going to make you question where he even gets his ideas.
With fascinating people.
Our brilliant guest today is already taking the piss out of us. It's the amazing American comedian Theo Von. Welcome to Trigonometry.
You guys have, we call it autism.
I'm never entirely sure if Theo's joking, but I'm always entertained. And speaking of confusing, this next moment will have you laughing, even though you have no idea what's going on. Just trust that it's worth it.
Yeah, we're gonna have an apron on,
Space
bare
elk.
ass showing out of the
Space
back.
elk.
Yeah, dude. Eating moon meats.
Dude, what's it called? The ivermectin?
Theo Von's thoughts are so random, even Google can't keep up with his train of thought. Just when you think you've heard the strangest thing, get ready. The next story is a whole other level of hilarious confusion.
Yeah. Could you imagine?
Oh my God.
Having to go on the news and talk about something? Oh my God, bro.
Listening to Theo is like accidentally jumping into a conversation halfway through, but somehow it's still hilarious. If that made you chuckle, you'll definitely want to stick around for the next one. It's about to get even more absurd.
I went in the kitchen to get something. And Scotty yelled at me. He goes, hey, man, can you get me some sour cream? Because that had a baked potato come with a side item.
Sure.
He goes, hey, can you get me a...
Theo's ideas aren't from left field. They're from a completely different planet. You think that's a stretch? Wait until you hear the next one.
And only in my neighborhood, dude. Only to give back to the community.
You need like a Venn diagram.
Back what was given to you. Yeah, to give back what was given to me, man. You got to keep going, man. You got to get back to your roots, man.
Theo, you're from Louisiana. What do you think about this guy?
Yeah.
Theo Von is the human equivalent of a typo you hope nobody ever fixes. And speaking of amusing mistakes, check out what's coming up next.
Dude, home is a good place, really. It's a good place to have a friend. It's real soft down there. The land is real soft.
Theo Von was clearly born to confuse and amuse in equal measure. And trust me, the next moment ups the ante even more.
Half of male honeybees will die in this manner within 6 hours. With more sensitive individuals dying after only 2 or 3 hours.
The headline is the manner there.
Oh, bees ejaculating themselves to death in heat waves.
Fuck yeah, baby.
Oh my God,
Spring break, baby.
He always manages to make me question reality in the best possible way, making everything feel just a little more surreal. If you thought that one was mind-bending, just wait until the next one. It's sure to throw you off completely.
I'd love to stay, but... Oh, and his family partially owned the place. It was a business next door. They sold wine. Like Gary V or whatever that guy's name is, Jerry V.
If, wait, what? Had a spokesperson, Theo Von would have a lifetime gig. And if you think that's a funny image, get ready for the next one. It's even more outlandish and guaranteed to leave you scratching your head.
Right? Yeah. And my girlfriend's like, what? And she couldn't turn her neck that good, actually, I remember. But she had, I think, early, what's it called when you get like stiffness in your back?
Like arthritis.
Yeah.
Early onset arthritis.
Childhood
EOA.
arthritis.
Listening to Theo is like riding a roller coaster without a seatbelt. Dangerous, unpredictable, but oddly enjoyable. And speaking of thrill rides, get ready for the next moment. Things are about to get even more chaotic.
Oh, you still have silverware in your house? Fucking sell it. And then he shows up and he'll like hug the dude. The guy can't even, he has no way to get food in his mouth, you know?
Theo Von says things that only make sense at 3 a.m. when the world is half asleep and completely off kilter. And just when you thought you couldn't get any more confused, the next moment is about to take you down a rabbit hole of pure madness.
What's a country you might visit, man? If you ever could visit somewhere.
I would say Germany.
Okay. Would you ever go back to your homeland, your family's homeland, you think?
Yeah, I'm here.
Sure, buddy. What I'm telling you is about Babel.
He's like that funny friend your mom always warned you about. The one who makes you laugh and question every decision you've ever made. Think that's relatable? Wait until you hear the next one. It's even more dangerous to your sense of sanity.
So then after that, it started getting like, I'll take one of y'all to Vegas if you want to go. Just big offers, And I mean, it's a small town, so it's like, dude, you want to go to Vegas? We'd never even heard, we'd seen maybe a drawing of Vegas or somebody scream it or somebody, yelling it while they're beating their wife or whatever,
Theo's stories prove you don't need logic to become legendary. Just a little bit of chaos and a lot of charm. And if you enjoyed that, wait till you hear what happens next. It's a pure comedy train wreck you won't want to miss.
It'll cure Down syndrome, bro. I beat it.
How you beat it?
There was a lot of rumors in my town that I beat Down syndrome.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, that's inspiring, man.
That's how I felt when I heard them, because I didn't start them.
Sometimes I'm pretty sure even Theo can't tell the difference between reality and imagination, and that's what makes him so unpredictable. Speaking of unpredictable, get ready for what's coming up next. Your brain won't be able to catch up.
This is Kid Rock's, honey. That's who's making this shit. That is for sure if it's got semen in it. Dude, we had this pedophile dude in our town, right? Big Richard.
You don't say.
He used to bait us all with autographed Shaquille O'Neal stuff to come and spend
How
time.
did he get that?
Theo Von's thoughts skip all filters and go straight to comedy gold. And speaking of comedy gold, wait till you hear what's next.
And then he wakes up and every time he got those just cold-hearted snakes, bruh. Them ice cold freaking clip digits. He's got just carpal tunnel 7,000 every single time. What was your question, man? I can't remember what you were asking about. Cauliflower pizza?
He's basically the friendly neighborhood chaos generator of comedy. But trust me, things only get more chaotic from here.
But I'd come in after we've been out there smoking weed. I'd come in and I'd be like, Mr. Mike, man, they were being, I don't know, Richard was over and people were just being kind of
touchy-feely.
Yeah, it's just real strange out there.
You bait him? Did you bait him?
Yeah, bro. So then, dude, my friends Adam would come back inside, man, and his dad would be like, what in the you boys been doing out there? You've been queering.
And queering as a verb is very funny.
Oh, you've been queering around, boys? And he would just,
Theo's stories really should come with subtitles, just to make sense of the madness. If that one confused you, the next one's even more puzzling.
Thanks for clarifying that, by the way.
Yeah. So Big Richard's in the other room, bro, and I hear him go, can I have some? And that's when all of our brains were just like, whoa.
Oh, no.
Bro, you could feel all fucking four of us that were
all
over there.
started to connect.
He turns randomness into an art form without even trying. And if you thought that was impressive, wait till you see Theo's most ridiculous moment yet in our next video.
To get acclimated with the animals, bro. I'll pick a snail up and walk 3 or 4 feet and set him down. Save him fucking 5 days of travel. I'll pet a dog. I'll whistle at a falcon.
Theo has a special way of saying things that sound totally made up, but somehow feel deeply true. You sit there listening like, wait, what did he just say? And even though it doesn't always make sense, it weirdly sticks in your brain for days.
Bottle of Theragram M.
What is that? Vitamins?
Yeah, I try to OD on vitamins.
There are times when Theo will go on a long rant that starts with a joke and ends with an emotional life lesson. And you're left thinking, did I just laugh, cry, and have an existential crisis all in one sentence?
Freer than a hot dog at a homeless shelter, baby. You can get it. So rally the squad. Tell your boss you've got important business that day and get ready to drop in.
One of the most jaw-dropping things about Theo is how he casually says the most bizarre things with a straight face. Like he'll say something off the wall, and he's not even laughing. You are. That's power.
No, it was kind of spur of the moment thing though. I got a song on my record called Miami, And
I haven't heard that one yet. They sent me a couple of the songs.
did they?
Yeah, it's
yeah.
cool,
Miami.
man.
It's like it's a Keith Whitley flip. So it's like an old, Miami, that song. Have you ever heard that? Miami, what took you so long? I thought you never call.
He has this talent for taking something completely normal and turning it into a full-blown story that sounds like it came from another planet. He's like a human version of what if your brain just kept going with no breaks.
Just trying to figure out a way this year since I'm only playing 20 shows. So probably if I can try to figure out a way to not play the same set list all the time, because last year I interchanged a couple.
Theo can make silence hilarious. Like he'll pause, raise an eyebrow, and somehow that half second of quiet becomes the funniest part of the conversation.
To tell you about the Return of the Rat tour is finishing up, and it's coming to Oxford, Mississippi on April 9th, Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Chicago, Illinois, Miami, Florida, Winnipeg, and Calgary in Canada.
It's a classic Theo moment when he starts a sentence, and even he doesn't seem to know where it's going. But by the end, it's somehow profound, hilarious, and just a little bit confusing in the best way.
Like my shit's shaped like the piece that lands back on Earth after the shuttle goes up. You know what I'm saying, bro?
One of his signature moves is dropping a line that sounds totally wise, but also makes you go, wait. It's like philosophical nonsense that your heart understands, but your brain refuses to process.
I feel like even at Chipotle, if they just call his name to come get his order, he goes out there, he picks it up. He's like, I want to let every illegal alien in this motherfucker know.
He has the kind of delivery where every word feels like it's teetering on the edge of a punchline. You're just waiting for it to either go deep or get ridiculous. Boiler. It's usually both.
You could kind of kill somebody and it was easier, Think about like the Wild West, right? Like if you killed somebody, they drew a picture of you.
Right. Wanted. All you have to do is shave your mustache.
Oh, that's not it. I'm looking for a guy with a mustache. You could become
Where'd he go?
Sometimes Theo says something that feels like it came straight from a dream you forgot you had. It's random, it's wild, but somehow it connects with that weird little part of your soul.
I've sucked the dick before.
Whoa,
bro, dude. Fuck,
Dude,
bro.
Put your hand in the air before you say that so I can take my headphones
All right,
off,
man. Fuck. Dude.
One of my best friends got fucked up one time, and he started talking about Asian people. We never even seen any Asians in our life. And he
Never
started
in your life?
No, and I guess maybe like in a past life he might have known some Asians,
You're witnessing a Theo moment when everyone in the room stops what they're doing and just stares. Not because they're shocked in a bad way, but because they genuinely can't believe what they just heard.
One's Asperger. There it is.
Oh, it's Perger.
Asperger.
Dang.
Asperger.
I've been putting meat in it.
South Park.
I'd love to be Austrian, huh?
Austrian?
Yeah.
So let's find out where the name
Han. He has this amazing ability to take the weirdest thoughts and make them sound completely normal. And next thing you know, you're out here agreeing with the most absurd take, like it's gospel.
The good thing about, I think, one
So,
bet.
That's a chode. That's a chode.
No, mine is there's a second story to it. My shit ain't no.
Okay, I got a chode.
One of the most jaw-dropping things about Theo is how he'll casually say something that sounds illegal to even think about. But then he hits you with that grin, and somehow it's not offensive, it's just pure Theo.
Baited you. What did you do with this bait?
He would like show, we used to go by his house and get stoned. He was a substitute teacher, right? And he was also 78 years old.
Was there any real teachers?
Way too old.
Is there any real? Like, were they all just like part-time teachers? Part-time should be in jail? Like, what the fuck is happening right now?
I'm gonna do my Andrew Souls impersonation.
He can turn a random memory from childhood into a 3-minute monologue that feels like a scene from a movie. And the best part, you're not even sure if it's real, but you don't care. It's that entertaining.
Kids tonight, so it's a big deal. Yeah. Skyline Chili in not in Cincinnati. We're doing Skyline Chili in Middletown.
Even if you have other chilling, you just say that, dude. I won't tell you. That's one thing I don't care if you lie about. Dude.
No, man. Skyline is good. Have you ever had Skyline?
Skyline goes straight to the basement. I know that, brother. I'll tell you that, dude. I have had it. I respect it. Okay.
Theo has a way of describing people that makes them sound like mythical creatures. You don't even need a photo. You already see the person he's talking about, down to their shoes.
Well, especially because Hooters just went bankrupt, which is crazy.
Damn.
He was keeping it in business, dude.
I bet. Yeah, that guy could house some wings.
Bro, and he would walk in, it would always be empty. Restaurant chain Hooters goes bust and files for bankruptcy protection.
You'll be watching a clip and thinking, oh, this one's gonna be chill. And then, boom. He drops a line that makes you snort laugh and question reality at the same time.
With a bunch of cups of
table
water.
with water's on it. Okay.
So we got over there and people were running, they're going, and we started telling people that the water was for Asian people only, right? Bro, we are crying, laughing, because people are running. They can't stop. They're trying to make a time. So for some people, we'd be like, bro, it's Asians only. And it was like, why?
Sometimes the funniest part is watching the person next to Theo try to keep a straight face. You can tell they're thinking, I have no clue what he's talking about, but I can't stop laughing.
Bored.
Right. Hooters was this vague thing where like, hey, while you're a pervert, order, like,
right.
Let's get some fucking protein in you.
And then if you go, sometimes you go with a girl. Like you'd be at a work lunch and the whole gang would go and you're like, well, I got this lady here.
Theo's brain operates in a way that's just different. It's like he's tuned into a radio station that only he can hear. And we're lucky enough to get the highlights.
I know, dude. Why couldn't the guy that lives forever be...
Well, like John Daly to live forever, you know?
Yeah.
Although he'll die tomorrow.
He's the only person who could make something like grocery shopping sound like an adventure through a haunted forest. Seriously, the man could narrate paint drying and make it entertaining.
Dude, I quit. The last Hooters I went to was that one over on the fucking West Bank over there.
Oh, yeah.
The one where Anthony Davis... Nuh-uh.
Look at that. Oh, shit. I didn't even realize that. That's crazy.
Dude, I did not realize that. That's one where Anthony Davis allegedly knocked up the waitress. Remember that?
There are moments where Theo gets real and talks about life in a way that's low-key deep. And somehow, even when he's joking, the message still hits you right in the chest.
I bet it's devolved now, though. How long does a tree live?
Go back there and touch the thing, and all of a sudden you can't find your way back home. Where the fuck are we? We're going in a circle!
Yeah.
Ah! You go mad. Like, it turns out that the tree got tired of people jerking off on it, so it evolved some sort of a...
Theo doesn't just tell stories, he creates an entire universe while doing it. You're suddenly visualizing characters, settings, and plot twists from a story that might not have even happened.
Factually, and no judgment. I didn't have a wife or anything at that time, but you'd see guys coming in, have a couple in their car.
Yes, exactly. I was terrified. I had stage fright.
Some of his best moments are when he says something that sounds like a southern proverb, but then you realize he totally made it. And yet, you kind of want to live by it now.
He was just like kind of an older black guy.
Yeah, well, the black comics all had like chicken fry, cornbread, red bean. Yep. They all had cool names. Salami, Rob. Yeah, they were fun. Gumbo Jones.
Spicy Child Evasion.
Sickle Cell
Wilson.
Johnson.
One of the funniest things he does is accidentally roast someone and then immediately try to fix it by roasting them harder. You can tell his heart's in the right place, but the words are on their own journey.
Send them up. Dude, we were fucking... I would take pictures with people, and I'd have my fucking nuts hanging out the whole time.
What?
Yeah, bro, we were out.
You took pictures of people with your nuts out? How old were you at the time?
I don't know, man. Probably 28.
Sometimes he'll laugh at his own joke before he even finishes it, and that laugh is contagious. You're not even sure what was funny, but you're laughing anyway.
I saw you in Love, though, and I thought you did a good job.
I don't need it. Whatever you're doing right now, I don't need it.
You're right.
I know what I do.
I'm pandering.
Not that you're pandering.
And pandering is not an
I don't really believe you.
I don't really believe bear.
I don't believe
I know that
I don't believe
bear.
you.
And it's not like, I'm not pandering.
Yeah.
I'm pandering.
At the end of the day, it's the unpredictability that makes every Theo Von moment jaw-dropping. You never know if it's going to be hilarious, heartfelt, or just plain weird. But it's always unforgettable.
your dad. I'm like, why aren't you? Like, because he's gonna die. And we'd be like, well, fine then. I hope he does die.
Oh my God. But that's when you were a kid. You didn't know any better. Fine.
Theo Von has this way of talking that just pulls people in. And before you know it, you're laughing until your stomach hurts. There's no escaping it. He's got a gift for making the wildest stories sound so relatable.
Winner, Jenner, Kendall and Kylie.
Hi.
How are you guys?
Good.
Now, how long have you two been sisters for?
Like 5 years now, right?
Next thing you know.
Have you ever noticed how Theo can say the most random things and still get the whole room cracking up? It's like he's got a direct line to your funny bone.
And he was just resting, so we literally just we'd warm our hands over him like he was a fire. But she was always like, go spend time by him, you know?
Time by.
Did he smell like old person?
You know you're in for a ride when Theo starts talking. His stories are like a roller coaster, with unexpected twists and turns that leave you gasping for air from laughing too hard.
Look, I could get a new job. I could easily open up a poke shop.
Okay.
I could sell poke, man. Easily. Always, I wanted to talk about orgasmic meditation because I got into that for a while.
Theo Von doesn't just tell jokes. He creates whole worlds with his words. You're there, hanging on every sentence, and suddenly you realize you've been laughing for minutes straight.
You know, this lady called me up. Her husband's sitting there like a straight muppet. I'm like, this ain't for you, lady. Like, I was dead asleep. You're saying that my natural biological process?
Happened?
She had the attendant come over.
Yeah.
And the attendant's trying to, stay out of a lawsuit.
Yeah.
So, trying not to say anything.
I swear, Theo has this uncanny ability to make even the most normal situations sound like they're out of a comedy sketch. He makes you rethink everything you thought you knew about humor.
The situation is, if anything, I'm so curious if there's a dry shampoo or is there an LA Looks gel?
Shampoo.
Is this a hot oil? Is there a
It might be a VO5
Is there
thing.
a glue gun involved? I'm just not sure.
What is it about Theo Von's voice that makes his jokes hit so much harder? It's like he's got this laid-back delivery that somehow makes everything sound even funnier.
Oh, you're tall, too. It's not fun trying to fuck a tall girl, really, honestly.
Oh, no. Really?
I mean, here's the thing. I come in, I'm that fucking Polish bad boy. I roll in at 6 feet, you know?
Mhm.
I'm that Polish Nicaraguan, I roll in at that.
I dare you to listen to Theo for just 5 minutes and not find yourself laughing. He could be talking about a sock, and somehow it becomes the funniest thing you've ever heard.
They're nice. The lifeguard can take the day off. You feel me? She's got those unsinkable battleships.
Whitney's on
bro.
duty. Yes.
Yeah, she's got those U-boats, dude. If I were that baby, I would never grow past 2 months.
Theo Von doesn't just make you laugh, he gets you in a headlock of humor you can't escape. You'll be laughing for 10 minutes straight, and you'll never see it coming.
Okay, I'm just saying because.
Yeah, maybe she's trying to get rid of me.
Yeah, if somebody rolls up. Yeah.
I never thought about it. I'm gonna call her.
Yeah, man, that's swimmer's myth, they call it.
That's it.
That shit, that's
That's some hardcore stuff.
The way Theo weaves his stories together is like magic. 1 minute, you're just nodding, and the next, you're laughing so hard you forget where you are.
And it's hard. It's definitely, you have to have a little bit more of a plan. You got to really want to fuck a tall girl. Oh, wow, Bobby met this girl probably online, because he doesn't go out and do anything.
Have you ever watched Theo Von just go off for 10 minutes? It's like a comedic marathon, and you'll be out of breath by the end. But in the best way.
National bird, you know what I'm saying, boy? I salute that, dude. I doubt any brothers would kneel if they fucking let that thing fly across the stadium. I know that.
I hope you write that down. That's really funny.
Theo's humor isn't just funny. It's therapeutic. You could be having the worst day, and then he says one thing, and suddenly, you're in stitches.
Oh, it can last 3 or 4 days, kind of in a mild tone.
An erection?
No, not the erection, just that little fervor.
What does it do? Serotonin? It increases the serotonin in your brain? Is that what Cialis does? Do you know what it's doing to you neurologically?
No.
Okay.
Well, and it's like
listening to Theo Von is like getting a front row seat to an improv comedy show, but with way more weird and hilarious characters popping in and out of the mix.
I don't want to say like a Postmates or something, but he got a Postmates and you showed up. You know, he got hella lucky off a burrito. Like, that's what I was thinking. And
hooking up with one of these guys, and I'm like, you idiot.
Theo Von doesn't need fancy props or setups. He just has a way of making everyday situations sound like the funniest thing ever. It's a superpower, really.
Yeah, he did have her quiet down a little bit, and she didn't mind it. I don't think is a little bit of attention. But one thing I want to say is this. So
I think a lot of people get married or whatever.
Yeah.
The beauty of Theo's humor, it's so unpredictable. 1 minute he's talking about something completely random, and the next, it's an all-out laughter explosion.
I mean, look.
Kicking it down, and Bobby's just on the John, you know, just looking up.
There weren't that many female comics like when I started. Like now, there's like a ton, but
No.
I felt like
It
I
was
had
like you, Barry Sobel,
Judy Tenuta,
yeah.
Phyllis Diller.
No, there weren't as many. Undeniably cute. Bobby's
So
probably
With Theo Von, you never know what you're in for. His stories are like an unpredictable storm of humor that leaves you laughing harder than you thought possible.
That thing is not steel clad. That's not metal clad. He has diarrhea all day long.
Oh, yeah. He
on
looks-
oatmeal. You know?
He actually looks like where diarrhea started. If somebody were to, I don't know if they can trace it, but I could see.
Sometimes Theo's humor feels like a secret club you're part of. You just get it, and suddenly, you're laughing for minutes straight, surrounded by everyone else who's in on the joke.
Lower, more pressure, less pressure. Can you go a little faster, please? Can you go a little slower,
Okay.
please? To the right, to the left. Now slide. Now slide. Now.
You could try to predict where Theo's jokes are going, but trust me, you'd be wrong every time. He's got a way of catching you off guard that makes everything 10 times funnier.
And then I got a picture of Chris next to Chris Rock by the bathroom, and he was not happy about it. And I made his wife take it. Asked his wife to take it and didn't make her do anything. This isn't a Me Too.
Theo Von makes it look easy, like he's just casually chatting, but somehow he manages to make you lose it for 10 straight minutes. It's all part of his charm.
Imagine having tits at fucking 5. Them bags. Imagine having those big, beautiful.
Or what kind of, when you think Whitney, who do you think? Definitely not Houston. You're
I
conflating
think
me for.
Hughes tits. That's what I think. To be honest with you, no
Really,
offense,
Whitney?
very funny.
The magic of Theo's humor, he's able to turn the simplest of observations into hilarious gold. That's a rare talent, and he's got it in spades.
And I was feeling so great that night. And it was such a fun night that I was like, I deserve this. I deserve to get fingered tonight. And so
I'm taking him behind the bowling alley tonight.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
If you've ever laughed for 10 minutes straight while listening to Theo Von, you know exactly what I mean. His ability to keep the humor flowing is just incredible.
You got in and
I was in, yeah. I was in for like 6 months. Oh, dude, I got bit by a fucking Bichon up in Topanga Canyon touching some lady. Yeah. And it was all sanctioned. This was sanctioned, by the commission or whatever. This was
Theo Von's brand of humor isn't just about the punchlines, it's about the delivery. His relaxed style tricks you into thinking you're just having a conversation, but then you're doubled over in laughter.
And then they're like, damn, this dude's gay or whatever,
Oh,
And then
yeah.
they're stuck with a gay husband. But I think a lot of women.
Being married to a gay man would be fun because there's a feminine energy to him that would be like almost like having a girlfriend.
Oh, it's
kind
the
of thing.
largest Pomeranian you can have if you're a woman.
If you're having a bad day, all you need is a few minutes of Theo Von. He'll have you laughing so hard that nothing else will matter for a while.
I feel like when you come in, you already have roommates. You just don't know where they are. You know what I'm saying? I like that fucking just dirty shithole.
It's amazing. Yeah, I'm not totally sure how it comes together. Like
There's no plans, nothing.
Every time you think you've heard it all from Theo, he hits you with something new. It's like a never-ending fountain of hilarity that keeps you laughing for 10 minutes straight.
and we'll be
It's
cured.
kind of amazing, but it'll
I think it could
lift up
happen.
cars also.
Well, fuck it. Sometimes you got to. Hey, dude, look. Just select Toyotas, and some of them need to go. One time, the only game I ever went to for the Lakers was when Kobe scored 81 points.
Listening to Theo Von is like pressing the play button on a comedy track that has no pause. Once he starts, you're in for a fun ride.
Black Baby wins every time, dude. But you do paper Bobby Black Baby, dude. Bobby beats Black Baby sometimes, man.
Oh, dang.
I was like, okay. I thought you were going to put me in a headlock. You making me bath salts.
Bath salts are. People die from them, though, huh?
Theo has this unique way of making humor feel like an unexpected adventure. It's like you're stumbling into the funniest situation possible without even realizing how you got there.